Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of BIZTOOls. Welcome to Accountants Minute. Systemising Business Advisory Services is the title for this week's Accountants Minute. Over the last few weeks, we've had 3 keynote speakers join me in the ESS BIZTOOls Business Advisory Services podcasts, and they have all referred to the need for accountants to implement systems or to systemise their whole approach to the delivery of business advisory services. And that's the theme that I want to explore with you today. The other key matter that we wish to indicate to you today is that this coming Friday is Black Friday, and we're having a special combined promotion to say farewell to the COVID-19 lockdowns and to welcome Black Friday by offering a 50% discount to our accountants, bookkeepers, business advisors, and chief financial officer prospects as clients to join us in the delivery of business advisory services. But a bit about that a little bit later on. Let's return to this question of systemisation. The heading that I've put for this section is Systemisation is being urged for accountants. Amanda Gascoigne, the principal of Gascoigne Consulting, who is an expert in advising and assisting small accountancy firms and solo practitioners, indicated in the podcast that I prepared with her last week, I can assure you that if you've got the systems, you will get that extra work. But you have to make a proactive decision to be reactive and respond to the type of services that your clients want you to provide to them. Obviously, those services are going to vary from client to client. But I think you can be well assured that a significant number of your clients will be looking for you to provide a broader range of diversified services than what you are currently providing, if that is primarily the preparation of annual financial accounts and income tax returns. The market is moving on, and this is the challenge for all accountants to move with them. Otherwise, the product that you're going to be left with is going to be further devalued as more and more work is outsourced outside of Australia. And that's the facts of the matter as I see it. 2 weeks ago, Mark Holton was my guest on our podcast. Mark's a director of Smith Inc. and has been a very active accountancy practitioner on the central coast of New South Wales for many years. Mark indicated in the podcast that every accountancy firm that I've spoken to over the last 25 years has told me that they do advisory work. But in most circumstances, it is done in a non-systemised manner. And you can listen to that podcast by going to ESS BIZTOOls Business Advisory Services podcast, where Mark gave some examples of the way that he used to use budgets and cash flow forecasts as the foot in the door to convince clients that they needed to at least be getting quarterly financial accounts and having a quarterly meeting so that he could measure how they were performing on that budget or cash flow, which had probably been prepared for a bank or other type of financier. And prior to both of these wonderful speakers, we had Andrew Geddes, who I consider to be an Australian accounting legend, and who for the previous 10 years had been the chair of an ASX top 200 company Green Cross Limited. And incidentally, Andrew had guided Green Cross for 30 years as a consultant. And 15 years ago, introduced them to the concept of scaling up. Took the leadership team to America, and they participated in a whole range of training over a 3-week period to get them to clearly understand the scaling up concept. So Andrew agreed to talk to me in a podcast on the utilization of the scaling up methodologies for team building within accountancy firms to start with, and then any of your client firms. Andrew said at the end of that presentation, when I said to him, how long before accountants should be doing what you're suggesting, which was basically take your younger accountants with you out to see clients, out to look at the jobs, have them sit in the boardroom with you so they get a feel for how an experienced accountant handles a particular job or project. I said to him, have accountants got 6 months to get this sorted out, because everyone's been very busy. There's a lot of issues. Some clients are still wanting all sorts of types of forecasts prepared. Andrew just shook his head. I was watching him on the screen. Shook his head and said to me, no. What you need to be doing is you've got to start now, this afternoon, because your greatest challenge at the moment is getting good people to work in your firms. Your greatest challenge is getting good people to work in your firms. I think the systemization of business advisory services as produced by ESS BIZTOOLS will assist you to undertake that systemization so that you can then confidently introduce business advisory services to your clients and to your prospects, obviously. So that's food for thought for this week. ESS BIZTOOLS and our affiliates have joined with us to present the virtual continuous webinars this Friday, Black Friday. So that's the 26th of November. And we're going to kick off bright and early at 7 a.m. in Queensland, 8 a.m. in New South Wales and Victoria, ACT and Tasmania. And we're going to go through with 5 40-minute webinar presentations and finish at 11:40 a.m. in Queensland, 12:40 p.m. in the eastern states that are on daylight saving. And we're going to look at the 27 product packages that I've selected out of 32 to showcase, to fit into that timetable that we have available, the window of opportunity with our affiliates and with my own timetable. I got a board meeting with a client as soon as we finish, so I thought we better package it all together. So what we're trying to do here is to give you the opportunity of looking at the various packages that we have in ESS BIZTOOLS. We're going to spend 4 to 5 minutes on each of them as we go through talking about them. So there's 5 presentations in the body of the Accountant's Minute. You have the details of what is included in each of those sessions. I've tried to mix it up a bit to make it interesting. We will be recording it, obviously, and we will be uploading to YouTube and to our website later that day. So by Friday afternoon, all of these videos will be uploaded to our website and onto YouTube, and we will be doing a direct feed to Facebook. So hopefully you will be able to find the presentations. And this is all built around a special promotion that we're continuing until the 6th of December. And that's our 50% discount, which is now on every product contained within ESS BIZTOOLS. So the 27 packages you're going to see, they've all been discounted by 50%. The advanced package, which we used to call our gold package, which we currently promote at $6,500, we've reduced that to $3,250, including GST. That's for the upfront discount price. And for the business advisory services starter package, now this is fantastic value, $999, including GST. That's less than $20 a week. That's less than 50% of a 6-minute charge out rate for a partner. I'm sure you will get value out of that product. All you got to do is try to make it work, to make it use it. And part of it is 2 1-hour mentoring sessions, or you can have 4 30-minute mentoring sessions if you like with me to take you through, to get your team using it. Because I want you to really use the product package. The first objective is for you to get your money back that you're paying us. And then after that, we want you to start earning at least $50,000 to $100,000 more fees out of supplying business advisory service. Because I honestly believe that is the market opportunity that you should be taking. Also, this week we've had the podcast from Amanda Gascoigne. As I said earlier, we've already quoted one of the comments that Amanda made. Amanda has also made comments relating to her experience and from her very large group of accountancy practitioners that are in her Facebook group. And you can listen to the podcast that I recorded with Amanda by going to ESS BIZTOOLS Business Advisory Services podcast, but you can shortcut that this week because you can just click on it on the email that you're going to receive, which also includes the link to this particular recording that I'm doing for you. So the big news of this week is accountants need to be using systemized processes for the delivery of business advisory services. In all honesty, we believe ESS BIZTOOLS provides that very well for you in a range of non-compliance services. We don't really buy into compliance services, although we do have some material on taxation, but as it affects your SME clients, we're more interested in all of the other exciting things like budgets and cash flows and projected balance sheets, like capital raising for your clients so they don't have to mortgage their mother-in-law's home unit and then enter into director's guarantees and then have to make monthly repayments of principal and interest. Because if they've got a good business and they've got a vision and they're keen to see something happen, they can raise capital these days as a crowdsourced funding equity raising company or as a early stage innovation company if they're smaller, under 3 years of age, turnover under 200,000 in the previous 12 months, expenditure under $1 million in the previous 12 months, and they've undertaken some research and development. We've also got the material for the research and development tax incentive rebate. I expect there will be around 20,000 companies this year applying for the research and development. Now that's an open amount. There's no restriction on numbers. But I think with the lockdowns, more and more people will have been doing things from home, and now they could be talking to you about the opportunities they can get. So we're going to go through all of this in our presentation on Friday. For those of you in Queensland, it's an early start, please. 7 a.m. The first session's on. Obviously, in New South Wales and Victoria, your first presentation's at 8 a.m., getting the benefit of the daylight saving. I look forward to talking to you then. As always, if you have any questions or comments on anything to do with the products being produced by ESS BizTools, please send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au. Stay safe and have a great day. Goodbye.